my question was, how do you ladies nurture yourselves and your partner spiritually? What do you need from your partner spiritually to be nourished and nurtured, and what do you do for your partner and yourself to nurture yourself spiritually?
You want to go first?
No.
Okay. So for me, I think that prioritizing self time with whatever it is that you believe in
Right.
is important.
For sure.
So that's something that I do for myself. As far as my partner, we do have the same beliefs.
Okay.
So we just kind of would set time aside to partake in prayer,
Okay.
manifestation,
For sure.
clearing of our energy,
Okay.
and like pouring into one another spiritually
Okay.
through Bible verses
Okay.
and then through words of affirmation.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm big. Like my two love languages are words of affirmation and physical touch, and so yeah, I'm really big on that as well.
You have such a soothing voice.
Yeah.
Very soothing.
I appreciate it. Maybe that's why people go to sleep on the phone when they're talking to me.
Say that again?
Maybe that's why people go to sleep on the phone when they're talking to me.
That or you boring.
Right. I'm hoping it's the latter, so. Or the former, really. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So similar to what she said, just taking time to really tap in. I think that tapping in and being connected with self, with your higher powers is very important.
For sure.
In whatever way that looks like for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about mentally? What intrigues you? What stimulates you mentally?
There's so much. You're talking to two deep thinkers.
Okay.
Like,
Deep conversation.
Any and everything.
Yeah. Interactions that go deeper than surface.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's very important.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that's conversation. Sometimes it's energy based.
Okay.
You can vibe off of someone's energy and
Absolutely.
connection. But yeah, I can't do surface.
Yeah, it can't, it's hard to say what intrigues us, because it really could be anything.
Okay.
It could be the reason that the sky is blue.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's something that makes you think, for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: if you could learn the entirety of one subject, what would it be? Like, if everything about this one thing, what would you choose?
Ooh. For me, as corny as this sounds,
It's okay.
it's gonna be the brain
Okay.
for me.
So the brain in terms of like brain anatomy or like psychology?
Both.
Okay.
Totality.
Okay.
Such a good question.
Yeah, that was a good question. Totality. Like, I'm pretty familiar with the anatomy because I work in healthcare.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But and I was a psych nurse for 8 years.
Wow.
So I do believe that, much like the illnesses that present where you can see what's going on, diabetes,
Right.
cardiac issues, whatever.
Right.
The same goes for your brain, and for whatever reason, it's not as well received
Right.
as the things that you can physically see,
For
feel,
sure.
touch, and it always intrigues me because I truly believe that it shows that it's the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it would be the brain for me.
Okay.
I always want to get in someone's brain and want to know why people think the way that they do the things that they do, and so on and so forth.
From my understanding, I think that's probably the least known. We know the least about the brain.
Yeah,
in
I
terms
don't
of
think
all
we've
other-
even tapped into a large percentage of what
Right.
it could do.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way. Not for the way I think.
For sure. Yeah, as I'm a linguist by education, and so
A linguist?
linguist. Yeah, so
Okay.
I have a master's and bachelor's degree in applied linguistics.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I also have a PhD in language and literacy education.
Oh, that's right.
I
And
know.
so I'm really fascinated by language, and a part of that is cognitive science, right?
Mhm.
And so it's a lot of overlap between cognitive science and language studies.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, one of my favorite classes was psycholinguistics, and so it's all about how
That's
the
so
brain
cool.
impacts language, right?
Yeah,
So-
and dually, how language impacts your brain.
Absolutely.
They say that the more language that you know, it like stretches the brain
Absolutely.
to do more work.
Absolutely, for sure. All right. What about you? One thing, if you could learn all about it, what would it be?
I would say the same, but in a different capacity.
Okay.
Right? As far as emotions and feelings and
Okay.
how that
In 2
affects
miles,
everything.
use the right lane to take
Absolutely. Okay. So that's actually a great segue to our next section, our next element, which is the emotional element of ourselves. So, how would you want your partner? What would be the perfect way in which your partner would nurture you emotionally? Let's go here first, as we've been going there.
Listening to me first and foremost.
Okay.
Feeling heard and feeling understood is very important for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what does that look like for you?
Listening.
Okay.
Really taking in what I'm saying, validating my thought, respecting my thoughts.
Absolutely.
Respecting my thoughts is very important.
Okay.
Even if they conflict with yours, just understanding my point of view.
Right.
Or at least trying to understand my point of view.
For sure.
And not being dismissive of how I feel, what I think.
Absolutely. That's very important.
Yeah. Validating my feelings. And again, just maintaining that respect, even if there is a difference of opinion. That is
Absolutely
extremely important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we can disagree in love, disagree in respect,
Yeah.
right? Absolutely, for sure. Okay.
Yeah. For me, it is being a safe space for me to express myself, no
Okay.
matter what that may feel like. Some days it's via speaking. Some days it's via dancing. Some days, there's different emotions attached to it.
Okay.
Happiness, sadness, anger, and being a safe space where I can express it in all of those ways.
So having the full range of emotion.
Yeah, full range. And being respectfully received.
Okay.
Like you guys said, the ability to agree to disagree is going to be very important, and the agree to be on two different sides of the spectrum on any particular thing, and still being able
In half a
to
mile,
meet
use the right lane
in
to
empathy
take
and
exit
understanding.
247, drive
Absolutely.
20 toward Augusta, Birmingham.
And so, with that said, the last one, and we can jump around. And, you all can ask me questions as well. It's a bi-directional conversation.
Okay.
So with that being said, what about physically? What do you need from your partner physically? And that can include, sexual, but it can be other things, that you need from, you can get as graphic or as not as you would like to be. But what do you need from your partner physically on that?
So, more recently, I'm learning that one of my newer love languages is physical touch. Physical touch is important to me.
Absolutely.
To feel like connected.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't so much before at another point in time.
What